cup bird feeders with soot feed in them. This is a really good bird feeder for winter months. You don't want to do this in the summer months because, well, you have to use oil or, some type of lard or grease or something like that, bacon grease, and it will liquefy and you will have a huge mess. So you want it to be cold weather to do a soot feeder. Okay, so first off, I took just a regular tin cup, just like this. Now this is a 2-cup cup. I got this at Academy Sports, and you can also get these online. So everything that I'm putting in this cup holds 2 cups. So, and this is an important thing to remember also. You want to make sure whatever you're putting on this cup, like whenever you're adding on your twine to hang it, and when you're putting your perch in or adding decoration, do that first. Because if you do that later on, your birdseed's gonna fall out. You're gonna forget and tip your cup over. So I'm just saying, just trust me on this one. Okay, so I got just a twig out of my yard, and I've done this project 3 times already, so just bear with me. If I mess up, just go with it because I'm out of birdseed. Okay, so I got this twig. I just broke it off. It doesn't have to be cut or anything. It's about 4 or 5 inches long is ideal. And so I'm gonna hot glue this twig into my cup. That way the little bird has something to perch on while it's eating its food. They love this. I did this last year for the library when we were actually open, and everybody really enjoyed this craft, and I made some for some of the ladies that worked there, and they said that their cats really appreciated watching birds eat outside of the window. I thought that was pretty cute. They're probably wishing they were out there hassling them. Okay. So we're waiting here just a second to get our little perch glued in and adhered to. So also, I went ahead and just tied the twine on. I just did a regular knot on both handles. And when you're doing this, whenever you put your perch in also, make sure the handle is at the top. That's important also. After I tied my twine on, I did just a dot of hot glue on each side just to make it, good and secure so it doesn't move. And I also got this little piece of greenery, holly berries and, holly leaves, I cut it off of this. I got this at the Dollar Tree, anything like that, anything wintry or Christmassy, since it's that time of year. So we're gonna go ahead and put that on. Just a little bit of hot glue to adhere it. Make sure, like I said, you put all of your accessories and your decorations on first. That way you don't make a mess and tip your cup over and have a disaster, because you're gonna have to put this in the refrigerator later on. Okay, so we're gonna start out with 1 cup of regular bird seed, just wild bird feed. Soot feeders are a good binder and holder, and the birds love the black sunflower seeds. Oh, actually, you know what? I messed up already. I need to put it in here. Okay, rewind, redo. I'm not starting this over again because I'm out of bird feed, like I said. Okay, so you're going to take your seed and you're going to put it just like in a regular cup, because you're going to have to mix all this stuff up anyway, and it's easier to do it in something like this or a bowl. Just make sure that your oil, which has been melted but it's not overly hot, you're going to add that to your, okay, so we've got a cup of bird seed, and we've got 3/4 of a cup of coconut oil. You can actually use lard, bacon grease, anything like that. This is what's going to hold it all together. And that's why you can't use this in the summer months or warm months, because it's a disaster. It's going to melt and you're going to have a huge mess on your porch or outside your window or whatever. Okay, so we've got that. Now, we've got, okay, so we got our 1 cup of seed, 3/4 cup of oil. Now we're going to add in, this is 1/2 cup of quick oats. I'm going to add that in as well. And then we have 1 heaping tablespoon of peanut butter. You can soften your peanut butter first. It's best really to use sugar-free or organic. This is crunchy peanut butter, so I'm going to put that in. And you can also add in berries and other nuts and seeds if you'd like. Do not put rice in whatever you do. That's not a good idea. Okay, so we've got our 1 heaping tablespoon of peanut butter in there, our 1/2 cup of quick oats, our 1 cup of seed, 3/4 cup of coconut oil. Now we're going to mix this all together. I had some pistachios that went bad, that expired. They weren't like super old or anything, but I deshelled them, and when I was doing this video earlier, one of my 67th tries of this today, I added those pistachios in, so those little birds are going to be pretty happy about that. They got kind of an expensive meal going on there. Okay, this is mixed up really well and a really good consistency. And that oil was not overly hot, but it melted down that peanut butter just right. So now I am going to pour this into my cup that I'm using. I'm going to scrape the rest out. This is a really good winter gift for someone with a birthday or even a Christmas gift, because it's not necessarily like for Christmas. It's not something necessarily that you would have to put out for Christmas. It's just a wintry thing and something nice to have that you can have just through the cooler months. Okay, so now I've got my cup and the seeds. I don't want to spill it, but I made one earlier. So once you've got that done, you're going to need to put that in your refrigerator or your freezer so it can solidify again. That's the important part, because you don't want to tip it over. Yeah, let it get good and solid. Okay, so this is what it looks like after it's been refrigerated. I actually just set this outside last night, and that's how solidified it got again. And that's using the coconut oil, your seeds, your peanut butter, and your quick oats. So, and like I said, you can also use bacon grease, shortening, something like that as a binder. You can add in additional nuts and berries as well. So that's our program, and I hope everybody is being safe and taking care of themselves and being mindful of others as usual, like I always say. Make good choices, people. Watch more of our programs on mclib.net, and see y'all later. Bye! Gizmo. Chance and Gizmo. Aren't you so excited when Mom does videos for the library? You look super stoked. Hi, Gizmo. You're awake? This guy's not. Hi, Chance. Chance, can you sing for our library people? Can you sing a song? I love the library. Check out mclib.net. Sing.